Be okay with not having it all together. Everything that you went through was necessary. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to It Was Necessary podcast. I am your host, Avanti A Desire. And on this episode, let's chat a little bit about faith. Okay? We have to believe. It is May. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. And last week's episode, I got a lot of good reviews regarding the mindful moment where we take 10 for Zen. So I'll be doing that for the episodes for this month. Just pretty much a quick 10-minute meditation. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. And I hope you all enjoy it and like it. Take a quick, easy breeze moment. Okay? If you are in a quiet place, calm place, get into a nice, comfortable position. Let your mind escape, focus in on a moment, and let's take 10 for Zen, guys. If you enjoyed that wonderful 10-minute meditation brought to you by Zen 10 Club, you are more than happy to join the club. Visit my website, adesire.com. And it's totally free. No money. Just come vibe and meditate with us. So this episode is all about faith, it can be weary, it can be weary. We can lose it. I know I've lost it. And of course, I'll be sharing a song later on because, of course, season 1 is all about when music transcends. That is our theme this season. If you are a part of the journey thus far, music pretty much is my core. I spoke a bit about this on episode 1. I've been singing since I was 3, writing music since I was 11. So music helps me through a lot of things, pretty much helps me through life. Even consider, dabbling back into it eventually. That's a whole nother episode. That'll probably be in my book. I'm actually writing another book, you guys, so stay tuned for that. But music kind of gets me through. I enjoy writing it. I enjoy singing it. I just love everything about it. So this first season of It Was Necessary podcast, I kind of wanted to touch on how music has got me through a pretty tough year last year. A lot of different songs kind of spoke out to me. A lot of different artists that I've always followed, and even new ones I've come across, have gotten me through the thick of it. So I kind of titled this season When Music Transcends. In every episode, I'll be touching on a topic, but also bringing a song to light to kind of let you all vibe out to it, and hopefully it helps you as it has helped me. So, of course, I'll save that for later. The song is always towards the end, so I'll be letting you all know what song registered for this episode. But faith is very in-depth. It's a deep thing. I completely lost it last year. Did not have it whatsoever. Couldn't believe in anything. Couldn't believe in myself. Just down and out about it all. But of course, God always brings you through. You find that faith, you find everything. I feel like that's just the key to open up every door, every outlet, every whatever you want to name. Having that faith really drives you and keeps you the course. So some of the things that, a few pointers or a few stories that have come to light within this last year, or even this year, really, because everything kind of has shaped form. I want to say beginning January, actually maybe December of last year. Everything just started to take form. Everything that I have prayed for, everything I have written down to manifest, everything that I've asked God for that I just did not see happening at all whatsoever last year. It kind of started taking form December of last year. So, my faith has been restored, I guess you can say, and I am just more and more in depth in seeing what unfolds for me as I move forward. So I want to say a few things that I have recognized or have seen in the last, 4 or 5 months, is different signs and different things that I have started to pay attention to, which I've always paid attention to. Like, I'm very spiritual. I'm very deep into spirituality. So any little thing I take as a sign of something that I've either asked for or a sign of something that I've thought of, and just recognizing the signs of confirmation and giving me those signs of confirmation. But I've gotten more and more in tune with it this year, because everything just seems like it's just a sign. So I'm always like looking up, okay, so what does that mean? I've seen a certain bird, or just rare things. Like, a lot of people will say, well, we see birds every day. Just rare things, just things that would come out of the woodworks. So I've started to recognize them more and more. I started to pay attention to those more and more, and actually realizing how it aligns with what prayer or what request I asked for. And trying to understand, okay, so was that a sign of confirmation for this? Was this a sign of confirmation for that? So one of the things I want to say that kind of helped me begin to restore my faith was recognizing those signs of confirmation. They are all around us. And if we aren't in tune, we will miss them. Plain and simple. We will miss those signs of confirmation. So being alert enough, being aware enough, being a lot more self-aware, and being patient, I guess you can say, is the biggest key of recognizing those signs. And even though it may not come in the form or the package that you would want it to, signs occur all the time. Even when you just think of something like, man, God, I wish I can get this car or get this house or get this job. Something triggers with that request, whether you say it verbally, whether you're thinking it, whether you write it down. Something triggers and sets off an alarm for God to begin working in your favor. And although you don't necessarily recognize it at that moment, things are happening around you all the time. You just have to stop and recognize it and ask, how is this? Why am I doing this? Or how is this happening? What is this for? And a lot of times we miss those signs because we feel like we get what we ask for, but not in the way that we want it to come. So we miss it. We're like, oh no, that ain't what I asked for. So that's not what it is. And it's actually in all actuality a sign of, this is level one, this is step one to actually getting what you asked for, what you want to receive. So it's levels to it. You're gonna sprinkle a little bit here and there. It's gonna look real weird, like, okay, what is this? This is not what I asked for, God. Why are you doing this? He's gonna trickle a little bit. He's gonna test you a little bit. See if you're actually up for the challenge or up for what you're asking for. So being able to recognize signs of confirmation was one thing that helped me to begin restoring my faith and getting back into who I've always grown up to be, or what I've always had in my life, which is my faith. So recognizing those confirmations, asking and receiving and accepting what I get, even if it's not in the package that I thought it would come into, but recognizing that sign of it. Another thing is realizing that my spirit of fear and doubt is not something that was given by God. Like, He does not give us that spirit at all. Why worry has been a question that pops up, or something that I can kind of like go to real quick when I'm having a moment, and it's one of those, let me grab this to snap out of it. It's my simple question of, why worry? Why am I worrying about things that I cannot control? Why? There's really no point in doing that. But fear and doubt can halt a lot of things. It can have you curl up into such a small little ball to where you're not functional to do anything. So that is not anything that is given by God. He does not give us spirit of fear. He does not give us that spirit of doubt. It's just not anything that comes from Him. So why worry? Why are we worrying? What can we do about it? If it's out of our control, why are we worried about it? So I have become really, really more lax in acknowledging that and accepting that if I can't control it, if it's something that I cannot do, if there's anything that if there's no solution on my end, I can't even get their energy up to try to do anything about it, because that would just drive me crazy. And I would be having a whole anxiety attack, and I just can't do it. So realizing that the spirit of fear and doubt is not designed or given by God has helped me tremendously with being more at ease when I am addressed with conflict, being more relaxed when I am given or someone gives some type of perception of making me want to freak out and lose my mind. It's actually got me more calm. So I've been able to relax and just ask that question when I'm having a moment. Why worry? Why are we worried about this when you know God got you? Why are you worried about what bill's gonna be late and what bills you can't pay? If you ain't got the money to pay it, it just ain't going to happen right now. And that's okay. Okay. I understand the struggle. We all do. If anything, this year, last year, probably years, hopefully not years ahead, it's not looking too bright out there. But if we can't do anything in that moment about it, if we have tried our best, we've done all that we can, we have utilized every resource, God sees that. And although it does not happen and change in the blink of an eye, He is fostering up things to help you through it and to help you get over that hump. So instead of you stressing out so that you can check out of here early, keep that question in mind of why worry. Just use it. I'm going to let y'all use it, have it, tuck it away in your pocket. When you feel like you just don't know what's going to happen, why worry? Can I control it? No. Why worry? Okay. So recognize those signs of confirmation. Knowing that the spirit of fear and doubt is not given by God. He's not that Father at all. And being confident in yourself, in your abilities. Okay. I guess I can speak more on this as far as work life. Personal life, it can dibble and dabble in that as well. But furthermore, work life, I guess you can say, depending on the career path or depending on even in school, I guess you can say it's academic or educational as well. We tend to doubt our abilities and feel like we can't do what we are known and designed to do. So that also hinders the growth and wanting to press forward with it. So be confident in yourself, be confident in your abilities. You are designed to do certain things for a reason. So believe in that. If don't nobody else believe in you, you got to believe in yourself. I know y'all hear it all the time. My friends and family don't support me. They're not supposed to. Okay? They are not your first consumers if you have a business, if you're trying to start one. You don't design the business for them. You design the business for the target audience of who you want this business to thrive with. That's your focus. And you have to believe in that and believe in your capabilities of getting that off the ground and making it successful and not relying and depending on family and friends who will never be your first consumer. They just won't. That's just the reality of it. So be confident in your abilities, be confident in yourself, believe in them, and know that any vision that God gives you is no mistake. It's for you. You just have to know and ask and pray for discernment to be able to pull through with it, see it through to the end, and know that it's for you. So my faith over the last couple of months has grown even more tremendously. I've always had it, but last year, it went a little weary, as it does with most of us. It just was not there. Just gonna be real. It was just shut down. So a lot of us have those moments where we're just like questioning God, like, what is going on? I know you ain't just had me out here looking crazy. Like, what happened? This is not this is not what I asked for. Or is it? Or is he just trying to restructure something? Because he got to knock some things down before he builds it back up. But yeah, my faith has turned a 360. I am in love with it. I appreciate it. If I can't go to anything else, I go to the source in all things. So recognize confirmations recognize signs of confirmations. Okay. Know that the spirit of fear and doubt is not by God. It's not given by God. And be confident in yourself and your abilities. Those are my key points for you guys. If you are weary in faith, if you have lost it, you don't know whether you're coming or going, pray about it. Believe it in your heart. Find it. You don't need that much, size of a mustard seed. You don't need that much, just a little bit. Just a little bit of belief when you pray and ask God for certain things. I promise you, it's like a magic potion. Things just start bubbling and you don't even see it happening. But when you start recognizing those signs of confirmation, you'll know. Quick story as it references to that. I want to say maybe 2, 3 weeks ago, I picked my boys up from school. I take them to the store, get them a few little knickknacks, things and stuff that they wanted to, little junk food, a junk food run on a Friday night, basically. And I had a quick little prayer with God that morning. Quick little prayer in the car. I also had a quick little praise worship moment because I just needed him to come and give me some type of something. So we're in the store, and by the way, I'm very alert with my surroundings. I pay very, very close attention when I'm out, especially when I'm with my kids. And I know who is all in the store, whether I'm going down the aisle, whether I'm walking around. I acknowledge other people in my surroundings. So we're at self-checkout, checking out their stuff, bagging it up, and this man out of nowhere, and I mean out of nowhere, because I did not see him at all in that store. The store is not that big. It's a Dollar Tree. So if you all are in Georgia or wherever they have a Dollar Trees, you know that the Dollar Tree stores are not that big. He just came out of nowhere. Never seen this man before in my life. And he walks up and hands me a $100 bill. And I'm in complete shock. Like, for real? Is it? Why? Why was my first question. Why? What's this for? And I asked, I'm looking at him like, what's this for? Why is this? He just said, it's just for you. Mind you, me and my sons are just standing there looking at him like, okay, this is weird. Are we being pranked? What's happening? Okay. He just said, here, it's for you. And he walked away. As he's walking away, leaving the store now, because again, he was not in that store. I did not see that man in that store. He's walking away out of the store. He turns around, gives me a smile, and walks out of the store. And I'm just like, okay. Mind you, again, this is the same day that I had a come to Jesus meeting, as I like to call them, that morning. And I just was like, okay, bet. That's pretty much all I said. That's all I needed, God. Mind you, he's been giving me signs of confirmation all year, but that was pretty much it was the instant for me. Like, I'm used to, we pray, we wait, we be patient. But it was that quick turnaround of confirmation for me in my recognizing of why am I here worrying about something I can't control. Mind you, I didn't even my prayer, which is crazy, that morning had nothing to do with money. It had nothing to do with finance. It had nothing to do with any of that. My praise and my prayer that morning was something that was totally different. But just that trickle of, I hear you, even though that's not what you asked this morning, I hear you. It was enough for me to continue doing the work that I've been doing all these months of conditioning and getting back in deep into my faith and belief of knowing that God provides, because that is the topic of this episode. God provides, okay? So yes, God will provide, and he always comes through. So this episode and this song is called God Provides. It is by Tamela Mann, and I want you all to go check it out. I love the song. I love her. I love all her music, but God Provides song is beautiful. And it's what I go to when I just need to be reminded that I don't have to be out here worrying about something that is already destined and designed for me. And I don't have to worry about things that I can't control. And I don't have to doubt my abilities and doubt myself. And I can be confident and believe in myself because I know God has my back. So go check that song out. It's really, really dope. Love it, love it, love it. And to recap this beautiful episode of It Was Necessary podcast, it was necessary for me to recognize my true potential and know that I am capable of anything I put my mind to. It was necessary, or it is necessary, to know that God doesn't give signs and feelings for nothing. Pay attention to what happens around you and remember what you ask God for. See how it was working for you, And even if it isn't showing up the way you think it should, please know that it's showing up. Pay attention to those signs of confirmation. Whether it's a pet, a creature, anything, the way that something moves, anything, just pay attention to it. And also, it was necessary to realize that I shouldn't worry. God always provides, He just does. Not a worry in your bones whatsoever. So, you guys, as always, I would like to thank you for taking time out of your life to listen to this episode and always allowing me to share my world. Again, be okay with not being okay. While you're getting your stuff together. I mean, it's okay to not, have all your stuff in a row. It's okay. Don't stress yourself out, because at the end of the day, you're striving to become a better version of yourself. Believe in that. Whatever you're going through, whatever you've been through, remember it is and it was necessary. As always, I love you. Hang in there. You got this. Know that God is real and He will provide. And, I thank you for tuning in. Until next week, peace out. Be okay with not having it all together. Everything that you went through was necessary.